We are here in Garden of the Gods. It's a free park. It's outside of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Finishing up a couple mile hike. You can park, you can walk around, you can drive through, and you can also Segway, which we saw some people doing. So what's cool about this and why this park is free is that it's an homage from children for a philanthropic dad who originally bought the property for about $10,000 back in the 1800s. He actually died in the early 1900s, and his kids decided to continue on his family wish and legacy by donating the money and making sure that everybody could visit this park free forever. Now we are at a position where people can come. It's very busy here because it is free. It is really close proximity to a metropolitan area, and they obviously are only allowing structures to be built on site that are helpful as far as maintaining the park. It's a big attraction, busier here today in the summertime. Definitely recommend if you are driving through, you're gonna wanna practice some patience. Have a driver that's alert and patient. Whoever's taking photo, not be in the driver's seat. So why was it named Garden of the Gods? Apparently, this is a part of the land in the Louisiana Purchase, and they're at the 1800s. That was mining time, came after that with settlement of the West. During that time, when some of the settlers came over here and some of the miners that were heading west, they came across this area and they thought it'd be a godlike place to have a beer. So that's why they end up calling it Garden of the Gods. The irony in that though is that although it's free to come here and walk around and hike Garden of the Gods, there is actually no alcohol allowed in this park, nor is alcohol allowed to be sold in this park.
What? What?
So even though that's where it's got its name, you're not gonna be doing that nowadays. So for us, the wine will have to wait just a little bit longer. A few different parking lots here and easy to get to. You can do as complicated of a hike as you want to do. If you want to go mountain climbing, you can actually do that. You need a permit, and there's some certain designated areas where you need to go into first. So just know before you go, if you're planning to climb, you can climb in designated areas. And then the rest of the areas, you need to just walk and stay on the trail. There's seasonally rattlesnakes, and they're trying to preserve a lot of the gardens, and so you don't want to be trouncing around off the trails. But most of them are cement or rock with steps and very well marked, pretty easy trails, not too much change of elevation. We saw a lot of families out here today, and it made it really easy for them to go out and do a little portion of the trail and do a couple loops. Seeing a place like this is so close to a metropolitan area, and just having amazing views and land, and what the land value would be worth today in modern times, that it was preserved by someone who wanted to be a philanthropist and have other future generations be able to enjoy it untapped. It's pretty inspiring. It makes me really hopeful for this next wave of entrepreneurs that are alive today that won't be with us much longer. People like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. And a lot of these people who have committed a lot of their extreme wealth, and they're planning to commit a lot of that to charities, to organizations, to leaving legacies for themselves. And so I'm curious to see what that next wave of those people, if they do things like this, if they find places like this to really preserve and make free and allow it to be preserved for future generations.